Welcome to On Tilt Trading. I'm currently standing by for a potential long trade in Bitcoin. I'll walk you through what I'm looking to trade top down. Starting here on the daily chart, we can see here that Bitcoin is being delivered to the sell side here over the course of today and over the course of the last few days here. In addition to that, we scrub back, we can see that Bitcoin today, through this sell side delivery, has just traded down into this fresh or this untraded into bullish fair value gap here on the daily. So there's the potential for Bitcoin to redeliver back to the buy side here. Here on the 1 hour, starting with yesterday, there's this price action here that sweeps out the PM high from yesterday. I was watching this position but never took it. It didn't set up on the 5-minute. Never pulled back for me on the 5-minute, but you can see this price action led to this price leg here being delivered to the sell side over the course of the yesterday's Asian session and into today's London and New York AM sessions. London being here and the New York AM being here. This is the Asian session. We can see this sweep of the New York PM session from yesterday and then this sell side delivery. So for this long, my final target for this position is going to be this buy side liquidity that is resting above this level here on the 60-minute. If we get a look, you'll see my potential entry here is the 95,322.8, and that is in line with the equilibrium that I have on my dealing range on the 5-minute. We'll get to that here in a bit. That is my entry for price being offered at equilibrium. My broker has a spread, so my entry price covers the spread. Stop loss is 94,636. Again, keeping the spread in mind. And final take profit 100,444 for the final take profit on this position. I'm also looking to take partials potentially here at this liquidity level. There's buy side liquidity resting above London. There's also going to be buy side liquidity resting above the New York AM, but these levels are near enough that I'm going to sweep out these liquidity areas together. This would just be a larger liquidity pool for me. Next is going to be the rebalance of this fair value gap here. Third potential target is going to be buy side liquidity resting above the Asian session. So these are the potential profit target points if price is able to reach these levels, ultimately taking out the buy side here from the PM session, or just in between the PM and Asian sessions from yesterday. You can also see here on the 60-minute, I mentioned this fair value gap. It's not been traded into, so this is a fresh or an untapped fair value gap. There was a fair value gap here. I removed it because it's been disrespected or rebalanced here. So this morning, in case there was a potential short opportunity in this area, but as you can see, price closed above that area, and so I eliminated that fair value gap as it was no longer tradable. And currently here on the 5 minute, we'll zoom in here. This is the area of interest on the 5 minute. So at this level here, there is where we can see, let's back up a bit. You can see this sell side delivery, some consolidation here, a sweep of this area here. So this was all liquidity down here that was induced, that just got swept out, and now we get this price action here, this buy side delivery. This buy side delivery sweeps out any buy side liquidity that was resting up here and creates a market structure shift to the buy side once this level here is traded above. So this candle here creates this market structure shift to the buy side. With that, you can see price continued using the bodies of the candles to set my Fibonacci dealing range here for the 5 minute. And then the equilibrium to that price range is here, the 95,252.7. So with the spread, I would look to take an entry once the actual price reaches this level, which my offer or the ask is going to be here at the 95,322.8. So this is where I want to take my entry. Stop loss is based on the spread below this low here, and I've already shown the profit target. So today is the first day where I am deploying this system. So it is a mix of using the 1 hour, as far as in the 1 hour session ranges, along with structure in order, or basically using the 1 hour session ranges as my structure. So instead of here in this area, I would be waiting for this area here to clear in order for there to be a break of structure here. So this here would not qualify as a long here structurally because it never reached the structural level necessary. But with this trading system, I'm having what I need necessary because I have a closure above a session or a closure inside of a session. So using these session highs and lows as points of interest, and also using fair value gaps as points of interest, and using these to take ICT 2022 model style entries. So this particular entry here is an ICT 2022 style entry, but using the hourly chart to let's say use for trade ideas. And now we have an entry here. So I started to understand the ICT concepts, but then it was a challenge for me trying to gain entries. So we'll come over here to my history. This is my history for today. This is the only position so far. This buy here at 95,321.3, 0.004 Bitcoin. And what was the time here? 13:45. Okay. All right. We'll see how this trade plays out here. Right now or at least we did, or I would say I did face some drawdown there. And now price is being delivered here to the buy side. And we'll see how price action plays out here. This light blue line that you're seeing here on the 5 minute is equivalent to the high of this fair value gap. And this peach line that you're seeing here is equivalent to this candle here, the high of this candle here, which would be the high of the 60-minute order block. So ideally, I want to see price create a break of structure above this level. So that would put price action above the order block and into and above the fair value gap. So it would be above these internal range liquidity points of interest. We can see price continuing to deliver to the buy side here. 95,550. Getting some buy side delivery with speed here. And price consolidating. But a new 5-minute high has been put in here. Here is the high of the New York AM session here. So there's buy side liquidity resting here. I'm still going to hold through that. There's a bit more liquidity resting just to the or the previous session from the London session. So I'm going to hold for that. And you can see that up here. So that level is 97,679.1, which is going to be here. So this is the New York AM buy side liquidity. This is the London buy side liquidity. And getting price consolidating here, pulling back. Let's see if price put in a 10-minute high. This is 95,565, 95,565.7. So there was a new 2-minute high put in here. As price swept this candle here. And this candle here had no top wick. So that inefficient candle has now been mitigated here. And we can see price still continuing to consolidate here. And we'll see if price will deliver to the buy side and create that break of structure. Price consolidating here around the 95,480 level. Getting some buy side delivery with speed here. 95,580. More buy side with speed. Price consolidating around the 95,600 level. Price coming up to test the 60-minute order block here at this level. And further buy side delivery, 95,680. Price now trading above the 60-minute order block. Now consolidating at the 60-minute order block level. And if this candle holds as is, it could be potentially candle number 2 of a new fair value gap on the 5-minute chart, with this gap in price here, assuming the next candle opens higher and this candle continues higher. Further buy side delivery, 95,720. 95,750. About halfway through this 5-minute candle and seeing buy side delivery. Price consolidating here at the high end of the candle range, in between 95,720 and 95,750. Now at 95,700. So this market structure shift gives the probability of a change in market direction. Also, when it comes to time, this is the silver bullet hour for ICT currently, for the PM session. And a market structure or a breakup structure at this level would be a confirmation of price action wanting to reverse. So 3 things would be would increase the probability of price action reversing. So having 1 being the silver bullet hour, so having time as an advantage or as an edge. 2, having a market structure shift showing there is a desire for price to want to change direction, and now waiting for number 3, a breakup structure, which would be confirmations of all of these previous things that are mentioned, would be an indication of, or would increase the probability of price delivering further to the buy side. Price pulling back here, 95,600. So less than a minute remaining in this candle. We'll see if this candle will place a fair value gap or if it will close this gap. I'm getting some buy side delivery coming into this candle. 95,650. Consolidating. And seeing sell side delivery. We'll see if the gap gets closed or if it leaves a gap. Now that it's placed a bottom wick in this candle, price can deliver to the buy side or continue to the sell side. And it looks like it's going to rebalance here. We have a low of 95,571 and a high of 565.7. Okay, we got a new low here, so now they're rebalanced. Excuse me. So there will not be a gap here. We'll just see if price wants to continue consolidating here or if it wants to deliver higher. 95,550. So price consolidating here just below the 60-minute order block as price tested that level, wick through, but did not close through. So price pulling back. We'll see if we can get a close above these levels here. Price action redelivering to the buy side, 95,580, 95,600. $95,620. Price back to retest the 60-minute order block. Getting some buy-side delivery with speed here. 95,650. And the algorithm is still trading around the 60-minute order block. $95,620. Well, it doesn't seem that Bitcoin is in a rush to deliver to the buy side currently, but if all goes well, price action will continue to deliver to the buy side. If you have any questions, please visit us at ontilttrading.com. Trade safe, trade together.